Good morning, friends, family, anyone who may be out there. It's time for another episode of COVID-19 Storytime with Rob. So, I don't know about you guys, but it's a beautiful day here, kind of stuck inside, and I thought I would share another story with you. This one, again, comes from another one of Paul Harvey's The Rest of the Story, which I absolutely love. Probably one of the most amazing radio announcers that ever walked the planet. And I know many of you out there have listened to his stories for years and years until he passed away. But this one today is called The Voyage of Daisy's Bottle. And I'm sure you're going to love it as much as I do. Picture a bottle, a whiskey bottle, with air in its belly and a cork down its throat. A buoyant, airtight bottle bobbling in the Thames River at old London town. Where will that bottle go? Ashore? Perhaps. More likely, however, it will be swept out by the current into the Strait of Dover and from there into the North Sea. We're going to retrace the course of this sturdy glass vessel, a long and lonely passage that really actually did take place. Away from the east coast of England, northbound past the Netherlands, now somewhere midway between Scotland and Denmark, still in the North Sea. June of 1937 has passed into July. The sealed bottle, urged ever northward by the ocean current, passes between Shetland Island and the coast of Norway. The vast expanse of the North Atlantic lies ahead, the Arctic Circle less than 400 miles away. The year 1937 bows gracefully to the next as the lonesome voyage continues. Hundreds of miles away, North Norwegian coastline is left behind as the intrepid bottle ventures into the icy Barents Sea. The northern coast of the Soviet Union is far below. Years pass in those desolate waters, thaw and freeze and thaw again. The currents lure gently eastward over Siberia from the Kara Sea, past the North Islands and Leptiv Sea, and then through the East Siberian Sea, and east then meets west. The bottle has remained intact and airtight for almost a decade now, as it floats into the Bering Strait between Siberia and Alaska on a southward bound journey into the Bering Sea. Then past the Aleutian Islands, then into the North Pacific, then along the west coast of the United States. And now, at last, the restless voyage of almost 12 years and some 12,000 miles has come to an end. This course has been reconstructed by oceanographers. The path we've retraced is the one the bottle had to have gone after being released into the Thames. But this is the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey would always say. It was a chilly day, March 16th, 1949. A fellow named Jack Worm was wandering a deserted San Francisco beach and happened upon that bottle. Half buried in the sand, Jack, 55 years old, was jobless, near penniless, and despondent. His restaurant business was bankrupt, and his life savings were gone. Anyway, Jack discovered the bottle, saw something inside, broke the bottle on a rock, and recovered the vessel's contents, a piece of paper, upon which was a handwritten message. This is what it said. To avoid all confusion, I leave my entire estate to the lucky person who finds this bottle, and to my attorney, Barry Cohen, share and share alike. Signed, Daisy Alexander, June 20th, 1937. And yes, It did stand up in court. This, quote, last will and testament of Daisy Alexander, who had died in London in 1939. Daisy Alexander, who is the eccentric heiress to the large portion of the Singer sewing machine fortune. Luck, she had secretly decreed, would determine her heir. And so Jack Worm of San Francisco, broke and disheartened, down and almost out, was to harvest from that deserted beach, from a whiskey bottle that had begun its restless journey half a world away, the sum of $6 million. And now you know the rest of the story. Until tomorrow, be safe. Have a great day.